Hey, Anthony here with Braeburn Canine Academy BC. So I've got old guy Mr. Calvin, turn around, with me here. He's 11, almost 12 years old. He's made some bad decisions, and yesterday was kind of his first day with me. He moved in the night before, but it was later at night. And he's a bit of an entitled, spoiled guy, and yesterday him and another dog made a bad decision together. So I've been reformulating a plan for this guy, and I think I'm going to add a little bit more excitement into and rewards, both verbally and physically, for this guy for a little bit. He's old and stuck in his ways, so I'm going to try and reevaluate, and that's okay. Every dog will teach us something a little different, and every dog needs something just the tiniest bit different. Typically, I don't put a whole lot of excitement in things when dogs are learning it, but I think for this guy it'll help. I did a few minutes of it, and it seemed to be going okay. So I try to make things a little bit more exciting and happy for this guy, to build up our level of trust and understanding so that he trusts me a bit more around other dogs. So I'll kind of walk you through kind of what I'm doing. Oof. Come on. Calvin, come on. Come on. Oh, good boy. Good boy. So I'm not necessarily making him stay in line with me right now like I typically do. I'm giving him a little more freedom and just rewarding him for coming in and when I call him. And so instead of kind of forcing things a little bit more like we sometimes do, I shouldn't say forcing, but guiding a bit more directly, I'm kind of guiding a bit more indirectly, letting him kind of feel like he's making the decisions a bit more by himself and rewarding him for the good ones, instead of telling him what the right decisions are and stuff like that. I'm probably not making a whole lot of sense, but hopefully I am. So it's just a little bit different. If you watch some of my other videos, you'll notice there's a little bit of a different approach. This is very similar to what I do with some puppies, depending on the puppy. And I figured it might work a little better for this old guy. And so far, so good. We'll see how she goes. We're going to take things really extra slow with this guy, because he is pretty stuck in his way of being. And so it's going to take a little longer to undo some of this stuff and take the stress level off. And he's super stressed because he's been making, he's felt like he's had to make all these decisions for his pretty much 12 years of life, and he hasn't made good ones, which isn't surprising because he's a bit of an insecure guy, and they don't make very good leaders. They don't tend to make very good decisions. So just want to show you a little bit of what we're doing here. Get back up again. Good. Calvin, come on. Good man. Here you go. Good. Oh, that was a nice one. Come on. Good. Calvin, come on. Come on. Oh, good man. Good man. So I'm noticing I'm getting a bit more eye contact with him doing it this way. Building up a bit more trust. And that's also partially from taking it really slow today with him too. And yesterday for the most part. Taking it really nice and slow, it allows for you to start building that trust a bit more. Come on. Good. There you go. Calvin, come on. And not turning his world kind of upside down right away, which a lot of times we do with a board and train and a lot of our training programs. Calvin, come on. Come on. We kind of switch everything on his head from what they're used to right from the get-go, just so we can make a bit more of a lasting imprint. But that tactic I don't think is going to be working for this guy, and so far it's not working the way I'd hoped, and so I'm switching things up. And that's the beauty of dogs. They keep teaching us things, and we keep learning. Every dog's a little bit different, hey buddy? So we're going to continue with this and see how it goes, and who knows, we may have to adapt again. And just because one thing works 99% of the time, 1% of the time it might not. So yeah, we're all learning. We're constantly learning. Even if we've had lots of experience, every once in a while we get a guy like you that helps teach us even more. Okay? Appreciate it, buddy. All right. we'll do a couple more rounds, then we'll stop the video for you. And we're also going to be e-collar training this guy too. So this will get the foundation for that as well. He'll get the command. So I don't know if the video caught that. There were just two little dogs being walked by, and that's his issue with dogs. And that wasn't nearly as intense as it was yesterday, which is awesome. So proud of you for that. But yeah, he's super intense when it comes to other dogs. A lot of growling, lunging, barking, that kind of stuff. It's a lot of growling and lunging mostly. Not quite as much barking, but it looks pretty intense, and he's practiced that behavior for a long time, and that's his insecurity. He's saying, pardon my French, but get the F away from me. I don't trust you, and he's thinking he has to protect, and he's learned to not trust other dogs. But yeah, I was talking about e-collar training. We're going to be doing that with him as well, so I want to lay the groundwork of the commands that he understands, so that's why I'm saying come on, and rewarding him for that. That was a good burp, buddy. Hey. Because I want him to know the commands and have practiced them before we pair it with the e-collar, because the e-collar is just to enhance things and create that off-leash reliability. You're shitting quite a bit, buddy. We're going to have to give you a good brushing. But yeah, so we'll do a couple more rounds and we'll take that off. I'm glad the camera caught that, because that was a very mild reaction from what he's used to practicing. Come on. Good job. And the camera probably didn't catch that, but that intensity, Calvin, come on, going back that direction was a little bit intense. He's anticipating dogs there again. Calvin, come on. So this round will probably be a little less intense while it's off there. Calvin, come on. Good. Good job, buddy. This way. Good. Calvin, come on. Come on. Calvin. Oh, that was good. Awesome. Appreciate that one. That one was really fabulous, buddy. Appreciate it. There we go. So that's one little leash session done with him for today. Now we'll let him kind of relax and unwind in the kennel, let that absorb. But yeah, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. And leave some comments below. Appreciate it. Turn this way, Calvin. So you can see his handsome old face. There you go. All right.